but I feel like we've been seeing some really competitive matches here for pooled matches, and it's something I've been noticing too when I was playing my pools too. I've been seeing some like really good action. I feel like now we're here closer to the end of the meta, you know, almost to the point where it's like everyone's got some sort of level of competency in their play, right?
Oh yeah.
So
We're not just swinging big for the fence anymore. And I'm really happy you said that because, you know, like I feel like the traditional fighting game trope is like, you know, early meta characters busted, and then DLC shuts those characters up. But then sooner or later, we kind of circle back around, like we full circle, you know, Soul Calibur style. Like all the characters that were old are now young, and now they're young again and old again and whatever. So yeah, we're kind of seeing that here in Ultimate. You see the resurgence, of course, of Diddy Kong, which I guess in all fairness, we didn't really see a lot of them in the beginning, but I'm glad we're seeing them now because I've always been in the camp of believing that this character is very good. And then, of course, Snake ain't really went anywhere.
No.
That strong ground game, of course, you know, his ability to just put on percent like no other and then finish the job. I mean, come on, this character ain't going anywhere anytime soon. But curious to see how this one's going to unfold. Now, of course, Diddy Kong, a character with a lot of movement under their control, can really, you know, turn a stage into their playground. Snake, of course, a character that kind of has to stay grounded. Diddy Kong juggles like the best of them. Let's see what we're going to get here.
Yeah, no doubt about it. We're definitely going to be seeing a lot of item play. You can already see both these players are playing it slow, feeling each other out, not going for anything too dangerous. On one end, Ren knows exactly that he has to take this slow. He's not going to want to be antsy. He's not going to want to box with Snake too much. He does have to kind of play his banana play and use his movement to his advantage. But tEy, been very comfortable just throwing out these projectiles and finding his openings as he finds them. What's the ledge play here?
Okay. Diddy Kong in the corner is very dangerous. I mean, I know we talked about that in the last match too, but down tilt in the corner with Diddy is a rough thing to kind of work on, especially if you're Snake, because you know what's coming out immediately. That should be forward air. And, you know, unlike some of the other characters with aerials in the game, you know, I believe forward air will hit him out of Cypher, but nonetheless, doesn't seem to matter, man. tEy has the lead here in a very convincing way. I love that F tilt right in the corner, just laying him down, and, of course, putting him out on the stretcher there.
Not quite enough. Snake is a big boy, and he's willing to use that. It's all that muscles, man, but the forward air is going to clean it up. Yep, Ren taking it to even piece, 2 stocks.
Yeah, got to keep this one airtight. I think, you know, you give a character like Snake any sort of a lead, and they just become the most impossible character in the world to fight, especially for Diddy Kong, who has to actually, like, hit his opponent. You know, like, there has to be a string, and I'll be honest, if those strings aren't airtight, if there's any gaps in your combos, you know Grenade's going to come through and cook this ape, but it's all good right now. They're still keeping it pretty close for the most part. I like how Ren is starting to dance around the grenade play just a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Diddy Kong, you kind of have to, right? You have to, you can't really go in willy-nilly and start boxing with Snake. He's going to be able to pull that nade frame 1 and just kind of interrupt anything that Diddy wants to start cooking. But, man, yeah. But I do love the way that Ren's kind of just taking his time, not really trying to get overzealous. Wow, finds the up B kill with the explosion. Nice, man. Using those barrels to his full advantage. And it's something interesting you've been seeing from Ray. He does know a lot of his techniques. You can tell he is a Diddy main through and through. You can see it through the movement with the pop gun cancels as well, dare cancels. And look, the ledge play is so clean, man.
Yeah, I think what ended up happening there, too, with tEy and some of those, like, other interactions in the corner was that he just started playing the Diddy Kong game a little too much, and I get it. Like, Diddy Kong just has the ability, of course, to press buttons and to be everywhere at once. And for a character like Snake, whose normals actually aren't terrible in this matchup, I think, you know, the way you fight Diddy Kong is maybe not trying to go heads up with him, but, you know, because you're going to get out-framed at. You might not get out-strength, but you'll get out-framed at. I think the best thing to do is to put a hitbox out on where he's going to be. Back air lasts forever. If you can put that move out, that would kind of, cause like a bit of a deterrent for Diddy Kong, or even up tilt as well. Diddy Kong does a lot of jumping. Put that anti-air out. Okay, caught in the corner here right now.
Wow, but I love the uppies. Just get himself out of the situation entirely. Just want to reset neutral, and definitely something you want to be doing against Snake. You don't want to let Snake set up camp. And he has him at the corner here, and you're just going to mess up the recovery. Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, you know, that air dodge up, very similar to like Ness and Lucas, feels like an extra jump at times, but, you know, there's a couple things that have to be set in place before that, directional air dodge up does what it should do for you. And so, unfortunate though, but again, you know, still solid Snake play nonetheless. I think, again, Diddy Kong did a really good job. Ren, did a really good job of just kind of dancing in and around the grenade play. You know, of course, when you get in close on Snake, you know, your first idea is, I want to hit this guy. I fought so hard to get this close. Now I got to smack him around. But what ends up happening is that I got grenade. Yeah. So, like, now you have to wait a second. Like, all right, he has grenade. Need to respect that. And now, boom, I attack. So, beautiful stuff here. Let's see how well he can slow this Diddy Kong down in the next game.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I would like to see tEy take advantage of the ledge play a little bit more and kind of just make sure he covers the monkey flip and the barrels, the high barrel recovery that you'd be seeing Ren go for. I mean, he's been consistently getting himself out of the corner with those options, and I'd like to see tEy just be able to cover those a little bit better. He does have the tools to do it. Snake has so many ways to cover options that he could just set up the C4 on the other side of the stage just to try to cover that, kind of take that option off the table. But let's see. He seems to be very comfortable putting it on to the small battlefield platform here.
That's right. I mean, again, you add platforms to any occasion. A good chunk of the characters kind of designed like Diddy Kong do pretty well. That allows them, more ability to land. Snake. Not to say like Snake is going to get up in there and go and get you, but I mean, there is the opportunity for him to go for up air if you land it properly. And then, of course, there's always the looming threat of up tilt. You have those platforms, you might be able to land a little bit more comfortably, but, you also run the risk now of the mix-up as well, because I'm pretty sure Snake's leg goes through the platform here. So, you can't get too comfortable on these platforms. I guess it's a bit of a give and take with the terrain, but nonetheless, right now, I think both sides kind of keeping it air. Oh, yeah, you're in some trouble. There's one up tilt. Okay, C4 on the top one right there, letting him know you won't be able to land up here for free. Love that dash attack. Snake, of course, going to stand in the corner and cook. Then when he's ready to explode out the corner, you're probably going to see dash attack.
Seeing a lot better coverage.
Wait a minute.
It's blown up by the barrels anyways. I did not expect that to kill, to be honest with you. It looked like he got like the side hit of it, but the F tilt not quite enough. Setting up camp here yet again.
Okay, and that's really smart, too, for him to go for, up smash as opposed to going for Nikita. Usually, you'll see a Snake go for Nikita and just try to pinpoint
he's
where
just
Snake
gone.
is. Oh, my God, where Diddy's going to be. Yeah, he's out of here. But I think he was actually going for up smash to stop the monkey flip high back onto the stage. Doesn't seem to matter, though, right here, because Ren right now is getting ready to put this game to bed.
Wow, you see Ren starting to feel himself with the double. The double dip goes for the double dip. It doesn't matter. He's going to make it back.
Oh.
He gets it back. Ren gets another shot. Tries to go for the double dip.
Okay, very, very smart utilization of your tools right there, man, using the C4 to reset himself.
Yeah, just barely had enough time there. He was very close to the bottom blast zone. He only had a couple more feet to go, but otherwise that wasn't another option for him. But has him here. tEy on his last stock here, potentially. Let's see what he can do with it. Snake with Rage, and he's not going to be dying anytime soon to most Diddy stuff.
Listen, man, you want to win this match here, and you're Snake. This is the real analysis. You got to become the campiest son of a you-know-whatever, man. Like, let's just be real. You got to slow this match down to a crawl and make the stage just impossible for a character. Even as blessed with the footwork that Diddy Kong has, make it as impossible as you can. Air dodge, we good.
Mates it back just with barely enough time. Okay. Slowing it down. We're at the point where Ren can do most of Diddy Kong's confirms. Let's see if tEy can avoid them, gets to the crawl to avoid the monkey flip. I love that.
That's right. Okay, early on the F tilt. Usually that move a little bit harder to check. I get it. We see it a lot too to like kind of check the temperature of the opponent. You'll see a Snake run up, go for the first hit of F tilt and be like, "You good? All right. Okay, I'm gonna try it again." Because the move is just that